ඒකයි මම බය නැතුව Nokia Android smartphone එකම recommend කරන්නේ.
සමගා අලුත්වන Nokia.
මම අධීක්ෂණය කරන ප්‍රදේශයේ ත්‍රස්තවාදී කටයුත්ත.
If a file related to terror activities is opened in the area under my purview, it is directed to Deputy Solicitor General Azad Nawawi. On the 3rd of April in 2017, an entity by the name Alhaj Abdul Jawad Alim Walaitullah Trust sent a letter to the Attorney General. The then Attorney General instructed me to look into the matter on the same day. This was a letter that was personally handed over to the Attorney General's department. At the end of the letter, they say that there could be a possibility of an unrest in Kathankudi and other parts of the country because of actions of the National Tawhid Jamaat. The Maulavi who wrote the letter was concerned of more possible unrest which could lead to disruption of peace in these areas. 8 photos were also attached with the letter. One shows a group of people who have covered their faces with helmets carrying swords. Another shows a person who was wounded after being attacked by swords and how a man is being hospitalized. The group are wearing t-shirts which have what I think is the logo of ISIS. Even the Attorney General Jayantha Jayasuriya was concerned when I showed these pictures and spoke to him about everything. He agreed that this case can't simply be handed over to the police station in the area. Instead, he wanted to launch an investigation through the IGP with the help of the Maulavi who brought us the letter. As per instructions of the Attorney General, I sent a letter of request to the IGP on the 22nd of June in 2017 asking to immediately send me a full report on a police investigation if one had been done regarding National Tawhid Jamaat. The IGP or any other entity which implements law has not responded to this letter until now. The Maulavi who made the complaint with us also took this very same letter to the Terrorist Investigation Division on that very same day. But then it took 2 years for the TID to take a statement from the Maulavi. When this letter was brought to us, the Attorney General's department took all necessary action because we realized the gravity of the situation. Why couldn't the Terrorist Investigation Division take a statement from the Maulavi on the very same day itself? He didn't have to send this many letters if the police simply took a statement. This was the first file they sent us in August 2017. How can we possibly ban the National Tawhid Jamaat or arrest Zahran with this little information? They only had some pictures of Zahran's Facebook page and 2 speeches he made. Must the officials really wait until we ask to arrest Zahran and his group? This is the Terrorist Investigation Division. If there are any terrorists around, they must immediately make arrests. Why should they ask anybody? They had sent 14 CDs for us to listen with their second file. We listened to it and realized that this could create division among communities. I myself will have to give evidence if we file a court case. They sent the final file on the 5th of May 2019 after a comprehensive investigation. Couldn't they have sent the big file earlier? Why would they send us this little information back then? The Terrorist Investigation Division is not an intelligence unit to go through Facebook pages and speeches. There is the State Intelligence Service for that purpose. They are the ones who should look into phone conversations and so on. TID officials must go to the field and take statements from individuals and launch investigations. What else would the TID do? I asked the police whether they don't want to exercise law in this area because there are wounded people on the roads and people with swords. People were engaging in protests asking for this organisation to be banned. I asked the OIC of Kathankudi what the police was doing about the situation.
එතන පොලිසිය මොනවා කරමින් ඉන්නේ කියලා. ඒක තමයි කාත්තංගුඩි OIC කෙනාට සර් මම අහනවා.
ඔබට දුන්න ලැබුණ පිළිතුර මොකක්ද?
ඔහු ඒක ටිකක් කියන්න අපහසුයි සර්. නෑ කියන්නේ. නමුත් ඔහු නෑ ඔහු කිව්වා ඔහු මේ ඔහුට දැන් මට තේරෙන්නේ ඔහු යම්කිසි දේශපාලනමය වශයෙන් ඔහු ටිකක් බියපත් වෙලා හිටියා වගේ මට තේරුණේ. ඔහු දුන්න උත්තරය තමයි මේ දේශපාලනික වශයෙන්.
And he said that he was hesitant to take action because of the very same reason. On the same day of the attack, I realized that we could have done something more to prevent it. I thought we could have pressurized the IGP to take more action. These attacks happened because everybody was silent. I must bring it to the attention of this committee whether the Terrorist Investigation Division carried out their responsibilities properly as they should have. If not, we must then deliberate whether the TID was part of this whole situation just as much as the arrested IGP and the former Defence Secretary. They have not conducted an investigation and have not done their job.
කළ තමුන්ගේ ආයතනයේ රාජකාරී ඉෂ්ට කරන්නේ නැහැ සර්.
මාර්තු 12 උපදෙස් දුන්නා නම් ICCPR යටතේ වහාම අත්අඩංගුවට ගන්න කියලා. අද වන විට සහරාන් ඉන්නේ බන්ධනාගාරේ. මේක තමයි බරපතලම ප්‍රශ්නේ. අපිට තියෙන අවසානය අහන්න.
අවාසනාවන්ත තත්ත්වය අද
Unfortunately, the allegation levelled against the Attorney General's department is that this attack could have been prevented had we given the instruction. We strongly refute this allegation because the Batticaloa magistrate had issued the first open warrant against this terrorist called Zahran in June of 2017. The Colombo magistrate then issued another warrant after considering the B report presented by the Terrorist Investigation Division. There had been 2 open warrants during a period of 2 years. For some reason, they could not arrest Zahran.
සාරාන්ව අත්අඩංගුවට ගැනීමට නොහැකි වෙලා තිබෙනවා.
මගේ විශ්වාසය මැක්සිස්